It's the pitch clock. All right, you guys are going to be on the clock here. 45 seconds each on the clock to pitch your view on the state of the Mets right now. Harp, you start us off.
Yeah, it's disappointing in an immediate sense, Sal. They're finding ways to lose. It's a sign of a bad team. But you know what? We knew coming in, this team to be a legit contender had to have a lot of best-case scenarios, and instead they've had a lot of worst-case. Senga, Diaz, Lindor, Alvarez hurt, all that stuff, McNeil. So not that surprising. And I still think big picture-wise, I think Steve Cohen's doing this the right way, trying to draft and develop and build this from within a sustainable winner. You know, I think the best news for the Mets is they got some position player prospects. We knew that, but they finally seem to be developing homegrown pitching again, which is crucial. You got Scott, as you mentioned. You got some other guys, Tidwell, Sproat, those guys that are coming. So I think as bad as it looks right now, I think by next year, this team could have a whole different look, could be a contender again.
You know, interesting to hear you say it, Harp, even with some time on the clock here, that almost everything that could go wrong for this Mets team has gone wrong for this Mets team. Tony, you're up. What do you got?
Well, I will skip over the pleasantries because it's hard to be pleasant, right, about the state of the 2024 Mets and how they've performed so far. But it is early. No, it's not early. Actually, when you come and think about it, yes, there is 4+ months left in the season, but there's only 2 months until the trade deadline, and really the Mets are going to have to make decisions before then. They're 7 games under 500 right now. Over the next 6 weeks, if they cannot go on a run and show that they are better than this, that they are at least a 500 or ideally a little better than 500 team, then there's going to be some hard decisions. And at that point, if the Mets are still 5, 6, 7 games under 500, it's going to be hard for me to sit here and say that they deserve to be kept together at that deadline. They need to prove it over the next 6 weeks. It is not early. It is actually getting late for this Mets team. I think they recognize it, but they need to play better right now if they want to last year.
You ran out of time there, Tony, but I like what you're saying there. I think the Mets have to make that decision like now. If it's a tough decision, then they're in the wrong business. This is an easy decision for me. You've seen already what this team is. It's not worth investing in, but it is something that they're actually going to have to decide by the deadline. All right, Will, what do you got? You're on the clock.
Well, it's fitting that we're being timed for this because after yesterday's game, I asked Francisco Lindor, hey, how much time do you guys think you guys have left to turn things around? And his reply was, not a lot. And he's right, as Sal just mentioned. Because what I've heard is that the Mets will look at the next couple of weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and then they may have to be making a decision here, a hard one, to change some things around unless things turn around for their position players and their core, unless those guys step up and perform. Lindor, Jeff McNeil, Pete Alonso, Brandon Nimmo. The Mets need more out of those guys in order to get this going. Right now, Brandon Nimmo is the only player in their F4 who's in the top 50. And he's at like 47. He's at 1.2. That's not what you want out of your 4 best players.